I'm sorry, you're sorry. That's all the words I know. Hey, YouTube. So I come on here to talk a second about these beauty people. Let me wait till somebody comes on. You say, what other song do I know? I don't know any other sorrowful songs, apologizing songs. Hi, Princess A. Purple love you as well. Anyway, so these beauty people. Now, some people say, well, what do we got to do with them? I don't follow their stories. I don't like their stuff, whatever. Even though these people are multimillionaires, they are still YouTubers. So it is still interesting to me, the things that go on in these various sectors. And we always think that we don't say Section 8 no more, but we think we're the bottom of the barrel. We're always arguing, causing trouble. Well, these people are on a whole different level. These people are all millionaires, multimillionaires, and most of their fortune has come from YouTube, right? But they're still YouTubers. So they are just as messy as we are. But I found that story so disgusting last year when they came against that kid. What is the boy? James Charles, the cover boy, first ever cover boy. When they came against him and presenting this kid like he's some kind of monster and he is seducing heterosexual boys. They made it out like he was some kind of predator. He was 19 and 20-year-old predator, right? This border on the line of, to me, of child abuse. How dare these grown-ass people come after that kid because he was making more money than them, or he was doing very well for himself. And they came after that kid and painted him as some kind of sexual predator and cost him, not dollars, millions of dollars. Word is he lost 3 million subscribers. If you just counted each subscriber as worth $1, that's $3 million. Each subscriber was worth much more than $1. Shall we say, right? So they let it go on for a whole year, trying to destroy this kid, making him depressed and losing money by not carrying on his normal routine, right? So now the Shane Dawson, that was the story last week. He has then hit a major downturn. And so this girl, Jeffery Star, who I guess is the most successful of all three of them, now he's come out to confirm that he also wants to apologize to James Charles. First, Shane Dawson said that he had manufactured these stories to hurt this kid. And now the other one, Jeffery Star, has done the same. And the lady, what was her name? What was the lady's name? Y'all know. Tati something. She came out and she apologized. So they attacked this kid. These are grown-ass people, late 30s and 40s, who are sit up here and attack this boy and call him a predator, tried to ruin his reputation. Fortunately, the kid has rebounded. A lot of people stuck by him, and then a lot of his old people have come back. But it's horrible the way they did that kid. Basically, they're saying that he is a molester because he's trying to seduce straight people. He's trying to seduce straight boys. Now, any queen has been in the life as long as this girl has, knows that feminine men like masculine boys, masculine men, masculine boys, right? There's always the same. I'm sure Jeffree Star, his lovers are not queens either, right? So there was no wrong here. There's a kid. They made it so horrible. And now they want to apologize. Well, I heard this apology from Jeffery Star, and I heard a lot of eyes in there. And at the end, I heard that apparently she's trying to, she's promoting something that's coming up for her, some new cosmetic thing or whatever. But not very much about the kid, James Charles, what they did to him, right? Well, I'm glad they did do it. The Tati, and the other one. But apparently this boy, what's his name now? I forgot the name already, just said it. Anyway, oh God, this brain of mine. He is having a hard time, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all see that I'm slipping, missing words and stuff, just put it in the title, please. Put it in the chats, please, so I can catch up with myself. Anyway, he's having a hard time, right? So he's taking the same kind of dive in numbers as the other guy, James Charles, did. And they have him and Jeffrey Star have business entanglements. So I guess she's trying to help to rescue him from this free fall that he's in. So people, I don't doubt that the apologies are sincere. I do believe that they did that to that kid intentionally because his numbers are on the rise. So officially, it's kind of okay, I guess, that they apologize. They should have brought him online and apologized to his face. What they did was wrong. Now they're promoting products, and now he's in the doubts. So they got to help try to turn his situation around again now. So she went into this thing about Black Lives Matter and all this kind of stuff, which is it's fine. I mean, Black lives do matter, but it ain't had nothing to do with their story, right? What do you guys think? Did you accept this girl? You think she was being sincere? I call her a girl because she's dressed up like a girl. Her name is Jeffery Star, who is a guy who is a makeup guru. Okay. Tati Westbrook was the girl's name. Remember that now. Hello, everyone. How are you guys? Hello, Timothy Blaine. The problem is he was accused of it by someone who is age. That's right. I mean, a 19 and a 20-year-old, what is the problem, honey? The person can make their own decision if they like him or what they want to be with him, whatever. I don't see no molestation there. These people at this age, they don't even know what they like. You know what I'm saying? If they experiment, it's on them. Let young people be young people, honey. What these old people got to do with this? They cost that guy millions of dollars. Tried to soil and ruin his reputation. So far in my life, I have yet to meet a person who is I don't know what you call those people who wear women's makeup and clothes, but they're not trans and they're not drag queens. I don't know, but I've never seen an extremely effeminate man attracted to another effeminate man. They generally are attracted to more masculine types. Same thing in the lesbian world. Usually one is a little bit more lipstick lesbian, the other one's a little more butch. Same thing with guys, whatever. A lot of times guys, they can be equal or the same. But there was nothing wrong with what that guy was doing. But people don't understand, so they took advantage of that. Did it to a 20-year-old. You're supposed to be leaders in your field. Anyway, it was wrong. He's recouped his audience, so it just reflects on what kind of people they are. They are vultures. They have problems like we do over here in this sector. Hold on, I gotta open the window. Excuse me, baby. Move out the way. I gotta open the window because I've been making the dog chicken. And I see the heat is in here now. Okay. I agree. I thank you, LaSparkle Covington. That's a nice name. LaSparkle Covington. That's a beautiful name. Hell, you should already be in Dynasty. Hey, Nathan. Jealousy is so ugly. It is. I guess it didn't apply to, I would feel kind of bad about doing that to a young person. I just feel bad about it. I think it's just wrong in general. That you have to use those kind of weapons to come out after a kid? What does it say about your brand? So they're all apologizing now, hoping they can save this other guy. What's his name again? I forget him. The guy that had this horrible week last week. What's his name? I forgot that boy's name just that fast. Let me see. Alexa, play It's Too Late to Apologize. I never heard that song. Alexa, play It's Too Late to Apologize. Oh, got a catchy title? I don't know. Can you dance to it? Let's see what's going on here. Jealousy, envy is so ugly, particularly when you're dealing with those kind of numbers, honey. Those people have huge followings, and their followings are young people, right? So young people are easily susceptible. They can deceive them very easily. They paint an ugly picture of that dude. But that dude has got a long career ahead of him. So he'll have to learn how to deal with these barracudas and sharks in the water. He just bought a new house, too. They all got beautiful homes. They make a lot of money, honey. They're making money like they were rock stars. Or better. What did it do? What did it do, Uncle Tim? I don't know what it do. Actually, the guy who accused James Charles was a straight boy, 17 years old. Well, whatever they said. These were all under 21, put it like that. Now, these people, they get all this celebrity and money and stuff, and they make love with you, then they tell you they want somebody else. They go on, they don't want to marry everybody they meet. People can get resentful. I'm just saying. The hell was that? Oh. I keep forgetting to unplug the phone. Tati surely knew better. She was jealous about some deal they had. Some what was it about? Some deal they had with vitamins or something like that. But the kids are gonna have to learn, I'm sure these are hard lessons, but I don't think any of them are suffering that bad. Except for somebody help me with what's that the guy that's been messed with now? What's his name? I forget this boy's name. Not Charles or Tati or Jeffrey Star, the other guy. Somebody tell me, and I'll come back to whatever. They're trying to resurrect him. Probably take some time. He done said some racial stuff, and he didn't. I'm not really with this cancel culture. I don't think people should work and build a career, a life, and then say a statement or say one thing or two things wrong, and then they should be canceled. In other words, they should go from 2 million a year to 0 a year. I don't think you should do people like that. A lot of these comedians who have said jokes back in the past. Remember what happened? Kevin Hart, and he was supposed to be a host of the Academy Awards, and they went back to something he said before. Looking back at some of the Eddie Murphy videos, I mean their live concerts. Could Richard Pryor be a star in this environment? Everybody's canceled for something wrong they said 10 years ago. I'm sure if I ever get enemies, they can go back over my 1,000+ videos and find some line. That means you got to be canceled now. So people are a little too free-handed with this canceling thing. To me, people make the appropriate apologies. They should be allowed to go on and live their lives, I think. We can't judge their motives or what's in their brain. We can only judge what their actions are. The situation with Nick Cannon recently. Nick Cannon. I didn't think what he said was so horrible, but Jewish people were offended by it because he was suggesting that that they ran everything in Hollywood, I believe. And then, though we would think it would be a compliment, Black people would say, oh, it'd be great to be on top, own everything, right? But Jews have had this problem in their history. Remember Hitler, even the people back in this damn Charlottesville, what were they saying? Jews will not replace us. Jews will not replace us. That's been their issue from the beginning, since biblical times. They are intimidated by Jewish people. So when you say to a Jewish person that you're trying to take over, that takes them back to a time when they were put in concentration camps. All of their accomplishments smashed and all their people killed. Many of their people killed, right? So there's a lack of understanding of the history. But they canceled him, Nick Cannon. I don't think the man should have been fired from his job. I think he should have made the apology. The issue was he wouldn't make the apology initially, and he should have. If you tell me something offends you, I have to at least take a look at it. Why does it offend you, sir? All right, all right. He's non-binary. Okay, non-binary. L says Jeffrey Star is a racist. He's been a non-factor for years now. He's a factor for a lot of people, though. L, just because we might not find him interesting anymore. They've still been clocking millions and millions of dollars. He just moved into a thing that looks like a fucking palace. So didn't he have his own jet? Plenty of people are still looking at that guy. James Charles Murch. He's also partnered with, okay, there's the name I've been looking for. Why didn't y'all help me with that name? Y'all know your uncle's getting old. Shane Dawson is the one that's having all the trouble. So I think her apologies is trying to clean up the situation with Shane Dawson, or at least contribute to it, because they are friends and they are also business partners, because he really doesn't fit into this cosmetic thing at all. There's nothing pretty about Shane Dawson. He doesn't wear makeup. He's not a makeup guru, but he has investment, right? Okay, I don't trust any of them. They've all said or done something racist or problematic. Well, that's true. Everybody has, I'm sure. I mean, we all act like we're so clean. We're not clean, honey. We all know that when we're with all black people, things have been said. White people know that when they're with all white people, their uncle has said something, they giggled a little bit. Whatever. We're just people. People, stop trying to be more than people. Ain't none of us perfect. You do things publicly, you got to apologize publicly, and you got to do it quick. Non-binary is the word. No, okay. Fire Spawn. His apology is obviously fake. He's disabled the comments on the video. He knows he's wrong. A grown-ass man trying to ruin a teenager's boy career because he's jealous of him. That sums it up pretty good there. Fire Spawn. Let me read that one again. His apology is obviously fake. He's disabled the comments on the video. He knows he's wrong. A grown-ass man trying to ruin a teenage boy's career because he's jealous of him. That sums it up, honey. Exactly. I didn't know he disabled the comments. I'm sure they're all negative. I finally, Nathan Caskill, I finally got my Blu-ray copy of Paris is Burning. Oh, it's on Netflix for you guys who don't have a Blu-ray. Great movie about being gay and trans in New York during the late 80s ball scene. Right. Yeah, that's the one you can watch over and over again. Some things you can watch. Some movies, even though I watched it 30 years ago, it's not interesting to me anymore. But that's the one you can catch up on. You can watch it once a year or so. Even though it's kind of dated now and Pose is the new Paris is Burning. That original movie was really pretty informative. James is too young to be a messy queen, in my opinion. And Tati is a Karen. James is too young to be judged as a messy queen, I don't think. I think it's still a growing time. I think people who are in their 30s and 40s are to have a little more respect for teenagers. I ever make the mistake on here insulting teenagers, I feel very bad about that because it's not our place. Give the kid enough time to grow up. I don't say that he's doing these vicious things against them. They did it against him, and they teamed up on him. And that certainly that Jeffrey Star knows that young queens, or whatever they call themselves, non-binary, are going to be with guys who are not feminine. Now, she's talking about she's seducing straight people. If you want to do it or you don't want to do it, you're acting like these guys can't be gay themselves. They don't hardly even know. Let young people be young people. So, no, he gets a pass as far as I'm concerned, as far as being a messy queen. I'm not calling no 19, 20-year-olds that. Maybe he's 21 now. I'm not sure. But he's had a remarkable career, honey. He has his audience. Shane Dawson, they'll probably allow him back. There are people who will stick with him kind of thing. But he's taking a licking right now. See, all this shit comes back to haunt you. You got to watch what you say. Myself included. I'm sure that they were going to go digging. First of all, you got to be important enough to go digging through. They don't give a damn about us. They don't give a damn about us. All I really want to say is they don't really care about us. Michael Jackson. They don't give a shit about us because, I mean, I got 18,000 subscribers. These people are talking about 50 and 60 million subscribers. So that's why they don't come out. If any of us get successful, they'll be there knocking, honey. Always going to be somebody who don't like it. Yeah, James is a little guy with a whole lot of power right now. I mean, I don't know any of these guys. I don't really give a shit. I just find the story interesting. See, I'm not even aware of Jeffery Star and his acid inward hard R comments. I'm not even aware of it. So sometimes you want to just talk about what's going on. You don't want to go and do a research. But if you don't follow these people, then you don't know what the hell they've done. Right? We know about what's currently being circulated. That girl, it seems like his motivation was at the end that he has some new product being revealed very soon. So we don't know what their motives are, but we have to respect they made the apology. Whether it was sincerely heartfelt or not, it's not for us to judge. They made the apology, though. I saw, who is it? I saw a video today. They were talking about somebody needs to let these celebrities know they're no longer in celebrities. What's the name of that program? They got a lot of those kind of programs or whatever. But they were saying Jake Paul and Logan Paul were no longer important and no longer celebrities. Somebody needs to tell them. Shane Dawson, Jeffery Star, the list goes on. What was it? Most of the white YouTubers are problematic. Most people are problematic, I think. At some time or other. Only thing is, when you're on here being public, you got to really watch your mouth when you're being public, honey. But no, I don't believe that, all conversations, every conversation taking place between all white people, that there is never any racial undertone. Or at least one person in the crowd will say something inappropriate. They're not going to stop that person if they're all white people. Same thing with black people. Y'all call these, y'all have said a million things about white boys. Y'all don't say it to their face, but you say it in private. So I don't hold everybody accountable for every single word that comes out of their mouth. I expect people to grow up, though. So if you at least let it be something current. Don't go back like they tried to do. What's the newscaster? The lady on MSNBC, they try to come after her for a comment she made about the governor of Florida. She called him a queen or something like that. But they had to go back 10 years, 15 years to find these comments. I judge the people by who they are right now, honey. I expect us all to grow. I think we all do grow. Right? If you're going to confront somebody about their racial statements, let it be something they've recently said. Don't go back 20 years. When they were, still with under their arms. I like to hear about what's going on right now with them. That's just my thing. I'm not shocked or surprised when they've said something 20 years ago, 30 years ago. That doesn't mean anything to me. You're right. We're like a pimple on their ass, Mr. Sudi. They ain't thinking about us. But let somebody on here get it in the range, or maybe Lovely T or somebody, they get in the 100,000 range. They started getting, maybe we can listen to her video or whatever. But these people, I mean, they're millions. And sometimes they're just being silly. PewDiePie, look at him. That boy's got 100 million subscribers. And you go on to his site, he's only playing a little childish game that 12-year-olds are interested in. But a lot of young people use the internet. That's his audience. And his audience is huge. But compare 100 million to this little 10, 15,000 we got over here, we're nothing. That's the only thing. If you get popular, you get some money or whatever, then they come after you. Get a TV show. She was working on the Epstein case. Okay. Well, let me see. Mr. West. Now, who is Mr. West? Kanye West? Somebody need to help that boy. He Okay, so Kanye West, he's not registered for any running for no president. So it's all publicity stunt, right? We all know that, but we don't know how seriously he's taking it. Does he really believe he's going to compete with Trump? Because he looks at Trump, that's a reality star. I'm essentially a reality star, you know. Can I get some big numbers? Can I get real popular? We don't know how crazy Kanye West is. That's my opinion. We don't know how crazy he is. If he is just a shrewd business person and just using this as a publicity stunt, which is what it is, he's got people talking about his name which weren't thinking about him, and he's got an album being released, right? So, and he loves Trump. So why would he be running against Trump all of a sudden? I hope that people are not going to go in there and vote for Kanye West, proving that we're stupid people. Because if that's the calculation, that he can somehow take some Biden votes because he's black, that's an insult. There's a whole lot of black people that we would choose to run for president if we were given a choice, and none of them would be Kanye West. So hopefully he's getting the care that he needs. He could be led by his lawyers and associates or whatever. This is a good move for you. He said it several years ago, even before Trump got in the White House. A lot of people have run for president. Comedians have run for president. People trying to make us some kind of statement, run for president. All these people who run initially, they've got to know that they don't have a chance in hell of winning, but then your name's out there. Now they got a name. We know who Cory Booker is. We know who some of these people who have run for president are. We know who Ted is, right? So it essentially is publicity, and people are willing to support them and give millions of dollars to get them in there. I think you're talking about Joy Reid, says Gamage Carter. Yes, Joy Reid weathered the storm and came on through. And I think it was right to let her come on through. People make the apologies. They're willing to cooperate. Let them have their lives, please. Yes, she apologized. She moved on with her career. She was allowed to do that. I like Joy Reid. She's good. Okay. Where's he at? How you doing, Damage Carter? Oh, ain't that sweet. Thank you, Miss Motown. Yeah, how come y'all don't cash at me? I never get cash apps. Support your host. Support your host. Yeah, I'm beginning to get an attitude about it. I think I can understand that, Uncle Tim. Some people change. It's up to us to decide who we want to or give another chance. Right. Ain't nobody on here the same as they were in high school, right? We're not the same as we were in our early 20s. You know, you have to grow up. Who heard about the 20-year-old boy and his father got shot in front of their house? His mother is the judge that was assigned to be the judge for Epstein of the Epstein and Deutsche Bank scandal. Yeah, we heard about that one. That's horrible. So the lady is the judge, and whoever this person is came to her house dressed as a delivery man, right? UPS, I think. And then he shot the son, and then he shot the father. But he didn't go after the judge who was there in the house. So why he shot the son who opened the door and then shot the husband who probably ran up behind the son, But he didn't go in because if these people were both down, he could easily have gone into the house and found his intended victim. So apparently the intended victim, they wanted him still alive. So maybe they got to start looking at current cases she's working on now and trying to intimidate this woman. Intimidate this woman by killing her son. It would have to be a big case, right? Somebody who has the means to pay somebody to do this. But they did not want the judge dead. So it's probably something current, I think, my opinion. Because what was to stop them from going after the judge? Surely they know who the judge was. Come in there and kill her whole family. The husband is still alive, though. So maybe he wasn't the intended target. Maybe he's next. Nathan, I think this people grow because look at this Black Lives Matter. Look at the difference between Black Lives Matter today and when did it start? 3 years ago or something? 3 or 4 years ago. And look at then. Then it was a black movement. Now all over San Francisco, I've seen signs Black Lives Matter. All through these protests, I'm not seeing the majority of people being black people. Most of them are white people or Chinese people or Mexican people. So we are getting better, but there are always detractors who don't want us to get better. They want to maintain their high ground. Those people refuse to grow because I'm sorry to say that some people, all they have in their life, all they have going for them is the color of their skin. That's it. They don't have any personal success in their lives. So they hang on to the color of their skin. Many times when I used to see arguments in the pen, whatever, all the white guys, they all say, I put that on my skin. I put that on my skin. On my skin. It's all about the skin because that's all there is. This is how Donald Trump has been able to connect with these people. It's just based on the skin. He's one of us. But no, he's not one of you, honey. He's a whole different class of people than you. And believe me, before he started running, he acknowledges those differences. Donald Trump would never sit down with any of you. And also, everybody does not live in New York City, honey. New York City, LA, San Francisco, Chicago, these places have all different kinds of people. People are used to dealing with diverse types of people, right? Many of these people are coming from these smaller places where they're still segregated. Many of these people who are so hardenedly racist, they don't even know a black person. They certainly don't know a gay person, to their knowledge. Right? So you clunk everybody into this same mindset. It's not always everybody's experience. A person living in New York, Los Angeles, I think that they are a lot more sophisticated in their mindset because they're dealing with different kinds of people. There's somebody living Ohio, some damn where, whatever. But I do believe things have changed significantly. Do you think in the 1960s you see these huge crowds of white people protesting for Black Lives Matter? There's no way, not even 10 years ago. These small towns, I'm telling you, a lot of them don't even, when you drive cross country, you come to some towns, you don't even see any black people there. You come there, you look like, oh, they all looking at you. She's black. But that's a big part of Trump's people as well, because he don't win in the big cities. Oh no, he needs that race element. Yeah, that's why some people choose to stay silent. Be quiet, boy. That chicken smells good, doesn't it, Queen? Okay. Yeah, people they're racist people, they always want to take credit for all the great things that white people have done. But when you get to their personal lives, Honey, you ain't did nothing. You working in the coal mine. Oh, look at us. Look at what we did. Look at what we did. What we did there. Look at what we built. No, you didn't build anything. So you attach yourself to your color. He's crazy as hell. Who is he? Which one of them? Which one of them? They on CNN. They're showing Donald Trump's conspiracies. That already played once. I guess it'll play over again. They showed it, I think, at 6 o'clock. Donald Trump, his conspiracies. This man is not even barely sane. He's the president. All the way he cheated his way into the White House. Then trying to claim that everybody was cheating because he didn't get all the votes. So he said, oh, they cheated. Then what the hell are you talking about? They cheated. You won. I got all the popular vote too. Girl, sit down somewhere, Trump. Batshit crazy, I think, is the term they use. I saw, well, from what I saw of it, Brenda, 0420, it didn't look very, very good. I mean, I wasn't expecting to hear anything important in that rally. I heard a lot of people yelling, whatever, and then him going into some kind of, what was he talking about? I don't know. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. So no, I haven't taken time to watch the whole thing, the campaign rally for Kanye West. We shouldn't take people. Don't be gullible, honey. I guess he figures he can go in there and he can take the young people's, basically the young black people. Maybe they'll vote for Kanye West. They think he's done something important. I don't know what the thinking is. I think it's just a publicity stunt. So you can be crazy and still smart. What's the end result? We're talking about Kanye West again. There's your end result. He's the one up in the White House hugging the president, hugging Trump and sitting on the desk. How many people you know going to hop on the desk in the White House? Whatever. I don't know. Still don't know why that woman married him. Maybe he's a quiet genius. I don't know, honey. But it's not obvious to the naked eye. Where else we say? Hi, Nicole Reloaded. And Nikki. Ms. Motown. Y'all all here today. Thank you guys for showing up. I think it's because it touches minds of geniuses. I think it's difficult because it touches the minds of geniuses, billionaires. People then tend to use soft language and say words like eccentric. Right. That reminds me of a question I had back in high school. I still remember that damn question because I got it right. Was it English class? It was asking us about using words. And I said to my English teacher, I was never good with the books, but I could interact pretty well. I said, if a poor person is crazy, we call him crazy. But if a rich person is crazy, we call him eccentric. That reminds me, that's an old memory there. I got an A on that paper. I wrote a whole paper about it. But we don't look at Kanye West as really even a rich person, even though apparently he is extremely rich. We look upon him as just a rapper who always kind of had issues with his mind. He's Mr. being bipolar. Maybe he has other things going for him as well. He's not no president material. But then again, neither is Donald Trump. They still don't want to admit it. I don't know what those people who voted for him, what they see in him. They love the race stuff. I know that. But other than that, it's got to be something else driving them to vote for somebody like that. What were they, fans of the reality show? Too broke to be quiet. Praise God. You're average, Joe, or the homeless guy down the street. It would be labeled crazy and misplaced. That's true. That's right. But if it were your average Joe or a homeless guy down the street, it would be labeled crazy and dismissed with the quickness. Yeah, there's crazy people all around this town, just hollering out, screaming things. They got all kind of ideas, honey. They write all over the walls with graffiti and think they're being deep and heavy. If they were rich, I guess they could just do whatever the hell they wanted to do. But here now we lock up the nuts. Or people struggling. Right. Okay. I get you, Nikki. Oh, Trump was not happy with that dude from Fox News, journalist. What was the journalist's name? Yes. The journalist said about Trump's test. Trump was bragging about how he passed the cognitive test, and I guess he was forced to take it for some reason, and then he said Biden couldn't pass this test. Oh, I passed the test, and then the journalist, what was his name? The journalist. Anyway, y'all come up with the name. The journalist he said, yeah, well, I took the test before I had this interview because I was interviewing you. It wasn't that complicated. It was basically an elephant, and you're supposed to say that's an elephant. Then they had another picture of a snake. What is that? That's a snake. And then he said, Trump said, "Well, the beginning was hard, but you can't pass them last ones. You know, I passed all 30 set. Girl, this is a test to see if somebody got Alzheimer's. What are you bragging about, Trump? This is hardly the hardest test in the world. They ask you, who is the president? I am." That dude. How many books have been written about Trump so far? Anybody counting? Maybe 20. All these people are cashing in on this train wreck, including his own family. Well, sir. Is Redbone in here? Redbone. I gotta see if I got a message for her. No, Nick Redbone's not here. Okay. What else? Chris Wallace. Thank you, Nathan. It was Chris Wallace. Even though he works for Fox, he still tries to get the facts. He is probably the most honest of all of them, in my opinion, on Fox. He does seem to ask the hard questions. Trump didn't have an answer for him. He got all nervous. Okay, let's go. Give me that test. Will you give me the test? Let me show you the test. Can we assume that the president is not supposed to have Alzheimer's, honey? Girl, you're going to try to challenge somebody to see if the elephant, was the pink elephant? What color is that elephant? Oh, pink, polka dots. Differently melanated? Really? SD says some of my relatives are staunch Republicans and are in politics, criminal justice, blah, blah, blah. A few ones that voted for him are definitely differently melanated. They voted for him. I just can't see black people voting for that fool. But they're Republicans. So basically, a lot of them are not voting for Trump. They're just voting Republican. So whoever is Republican, that's what they vote for, or don't vote. We made the mistake, I think, Democrats made the mistake of this last election of not all voting. We didn't care. We don't give a shit. You have to care, or you end up with this thing. This is one for the history books. Yep, a lot of people cashed in on that nut. Nicole Reloaded. Why not? They're going to continue to cash in on him after he's out of office, when all of those investigations into how he made his money in the presidency start. And they will be coming, honey. I mean, I'm even suspicious of this way he promotes, goes so hard for some of these drugs. Does he have an interest, or anybody in his family have an interest in any of those companies? Because they don't work. He stockpiling them by the millions. His niece's book. I think I'd be too bored. I don't think I'll get past a few pages, but they're giving you. I saw somebody on here was reading the book live, a black person, a few minutes before I started this thing. Maybe I'll watch that, because they're all basically saying the same thing about this guy's character, right? About his unfitness. His niece's greatest advice to him, she has one word to give to her uncle, was resign. Of course, he done stole all her money and her inheritance and all that. He had to have every dime of the family money. Gwendolyn Crosby, what's your opinion on what's going on in Chicago and all the killing that's going on? Lord. You know, Chicago's always had that issue. So now I guess if the cops are not, if they don't have the same amount of enthusiasm in the cops, if they're not showing up, maybe that'd play into it. But Chicago has been having issues with killings for as long as I can remember. Their numbers have always been over 100, 150,000, 100, 150 people a year. They're doing that much in a month now, I guess. I don't have the answers for that. A lot of people have searched the answers for that. Obama came out of Chicago. He didn't have answers for that. The mayors, various mayors we've seen, they haven't been able to figure it out, why these people kill each other. They don't value their lives. So I don't have the answer for that, Gwendolyn. We can only pray for Chicago. A lot of gangbangers in Chicago too, right? It's like two different Chicagos, because we see it on HGTV. We see these glamorous neighborhoods and these high rises and these beautiful neighborhoods and everything. But rarely are you going to see the other part of Chicago on television, or unless they're doing a gritty movie or something like that. So I don't know. There's been a problem that, as far as I know, since at least the 60s, where they've been killing each other. They don't value the lives. What would cause the spike in it, though? Something to think about. I guess. Maybe the cops are scared. Maybe the cops are just not showing up. Goya, oh my God. And Goya, what the hell is this joy? What is the president taking pictures of beans? Was Goya beans or something? Okay, Nathan Casco is saying the Mexican government official who said we're blessed to have Trump as president, and in turn, Trump's taking pictures with Goya products. How do you spell corrupt? When have we ever seen a president? Can you imagine any other president sitting there with Goya beans on his desk? Here we are in this damn pandemic, one begging for answers from him, and he's promoting beans, Goya beans. Make it make sense, Nathan. I can't figure that one out. It should be illegal for him to be promoting products from the White House, because we know the daughter she's there lapping up every penny she can get in endorsements. That's what I said. Just said CD. I thought it was illegal to endorse products when you're in the president. He got this on the presidential desk. Goya beans. He's definitely endorsing the product. I guess people go out there and buy Goya beans. These crazy ass. Oh, whatever. It's too much. I can't keep up with all this stuff. Why is the president up here promoting beans in the Oval Office? Even posted graphics of one of the questions, which has some test taker drawings of animals. You're right, Nicole Reloaded. I saw the elephant. I saw the snake. I said, but goddamn, couldn't a 2-year-old baby figure out which one was the elephant? It wasn't even multiple choice. He probably would have pointed to the snake and called it an elephant. He's got cognitive problems, honey. I think most people in the 70s got cognitive issues. But he's convinced he's more sane than Biden. I don't think Biden's going to do half the crazy shit you did, though, Trump. Oh, my God. Remember Puerto Rico? We forgot all about that. He's had so many scandals, we can hardly even remember him. Y'all forget about Puerto Rico? Them begging. He shows up there and gives them paper towels. Here, dry off. Try to cut the fund. He want to save a few $1 million. It's America, Trump. He's done that and much worse. Remember the things, all this shit with Putin? Well, let's hope that and all these commercials have been pretty good. They're heating up. It should remind us of all the stuff that Trump has done, had a part in since he become president. They can't find anything that he's done good, except if you're a Republican, you always want lower taxes. And the ones who got most lower taxes were billionaires. And then the other thing would be relieving some of these restrictions. Remember this now, this was supposed to be a real estate mogul. So he went there and he canceled all the restrictions on real estate people, right, and banks. Barack Obama put these things in place so that we would not have the disaster we had in 2016, right? Trump goes and removes all of those restrictions. So of course the rich people, they love that. I can go and do another real estate scam. He's in that business, right? So all the people he knows, they're all in real estate. Majority of them, the ones that he knew before he got to the White House. I'm sure they're real glad to hear it. So we're in the same place. The real estate market could fall again. Foreclosures could go up again. All this shit could start happening at the end of this month. Again. Y'all see the video I made earlier? I made a little video, 5 or 6 minutes, but it was about this police shooting. When I saw the video, I saw it on King Jive's channel, right? And he didn't have any commentary with the video. So it appeared to me that a man was being shot with his hands up in the air. His wife was standing beside him. The thing opens. Okay. The wife is talking to the husband. They're in a parking lot of an apartment building. They're not arguing. They're talking. Apparently, the husband or the fiance had a warrant out for his arrest. The man was screaming. No, the woman, she's got a baby in her arms, and I think it's 2 children right by her side, right? They're all in the parking lot together in a huddle. They come to get him because he has a warrant for a no-show or something like that, right? The woman is screaming. He just came back from court. So apparently what they're there to serve him for, he's saying, I just came back from court. In other words, I've already settled the situation, but it just happened. They haven't got the word yet. They still have the warrant out, right? But all this man is doing is saying that I just got back from court. He gives his wallet to his what girl? I think they're saying the girl is his fiance, but they got 4 kids. Hands her the wallet. He turns around, raises his. I see my sweaty arms. Raises his arms up, and it appears that he is shot in his abdomen or middle of his stomach. He bends over like this, right? Then, while he's laying face down on the ground, it appears that the cop comes over there while he's laid out, spread eagle on the ground, and shoots him again. Catches him in the side. And then, while he's still laid out on the ground, arms stretched out, only holding his wound, he shoots him again. I went right to my computer because it looked to me like this man had just been murdered, right? As it turns out, these were non-lethal. These were either plastic or rubber bullets. Some people say beanbag. Beanbag is a bigger gun, though. Probably a plastic rubber bullet, right? They're not supposed to pierce the skin. But you imagine something like that coming, though, at your ribs or your kidneys, whatever. Because they hit them all in the abdomen, right? So I was wrong as far as calling this a murder. I had to change the title. It was a police shooting. I saw it to be an unnecessary police shooting. Why were they so afraid to cuff this man like anybody else? It's not like he was wanted for murder. They were there because he had a warrant about some skirmish. What was the point in shooting him in the stomach? His hands were up in the air. If these were bullets, he definitely would have been deceased. Anyway, I didn't take the video down because I think it was still, the way it went down was wrong. And it was still a shooting, no matter what the bullets were. Thankfully, there weren't regular bullets. He'd have been dead at the door now. Okay. What are you talking about? Okay, SD. Be nice, guys. Jeffrey Star looks like the female version of Ann Coulter. I don't get that boy's look. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't get all these tattoos all over you, coming from your top of your head all the way to the bottom of your feet. And then you got the woman face with the male body. Listen, it's popular. We can't deny this man has made millions and millions of dollars. I guess it's just about transforming your face. But I call it beauty. I don't know if I call that beauty, though. Perhaps when a woman puts this stuff on, it makes them beautiful. But his face is more like a canvas to draw on. It works, honey. I'm not a woman, so I don't know. It seems to work. I know a lot of makeup artists, gay men, they do women. They're apparently better at it, gifted, more gifted at it. I don't know. All of them seem to be doing very well for themselves. He's a singer? I didn't know he was a singer. Jeffrey Star Cosmetics. I think he's the biggest one, though. I know that house he showed us. Woo! He just moved into a big house, and the other guy, James Charles, just moved into a big mansion too. He hasn't revealed his the new house after it's decorated yet, but he already had a nice place. I think it was rented. Now he's got a beautiful home. They all do very, very well. You know, just don't remember if they try the tricks again, you don't know who you're dealing with. Andrew Gullum returning to action. Okay, no, I didn't hear about it. What's he doing? Is he still in office? Andrew Gullum? Wasn't he also a commentator? I don't know. What was his crime? Just that he had sex with a prostitute or something? Oh, he was high on drugs. No, I'm going to check on that. It's a curious story, though. Oh, I love tats, but aren't his? But goddamn, coming from your top of your neck all the way down to your arms and your hands and all that. Don't you want to wear beautiful jewelry and stuff on your hands? And I don't get this whole tattoo thing. It used to be tattoos were for lowlifes. Now everybody gets tattoos. So it's not saying that, but it's just so much. It's just so much. I mean, whose type is that? I guess other people who are tattoo freaks. You can get hooked on anything, people. I didn't know he was a singer, though. I have no reason to go over there because I'm not into makeup. But sometimes when we in this section start to think we got it going on, getting all these ego problems and things, it's laughable. It's laughable when you consider these people's numbers. Some of these people, they go out there and they fart on stage and they get 5 million views. I'm not exaggerating. Look on your tab. Look on there. It's trending. See what's trending. It ain't us, honey. Let me see. Who else that? Let me say hello to everybody. Thumbs up this live stream. Yeah, please thumbs up, guys. I'm starting to understand that it means something. It's always the same people. Okay. Okay, we'll close with this statement. Nathan Casco. Beauty, only skin deep, is nevertheless in the eye of the beholder. Right. So you watch those numbers, honey. When they talking 10, $15 million. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. Protect yourself. Try to stay in as long as you can. That's all I can say. Later.